Hello, we are now starting with a new article of ACCA Advanced Auditing and Assurance on auditing in specialized industry. This article is written by the examining team on this area and is available on the students study resources advanced auditing and assurance technical article. This article is in regards for the auditors to understand when they are auditing the clients engaged in the specialized industry, and this is being checked a number of times in your exam, and thus the candidates are expected to be aware of the matters which auditors need to consider, especially in auditing planning these areas in regards to the specialized industry. So now, what is specialized industry? The industry that is the client engaged in the airline, or it can be banking on insurance, agriculture and oil extraction. So these are termed as the specialized because they have the specific financial reporting standard applicable to them, or there is a distinct accounting policies which are being developed considering the specialized nature and the balances which are normally applied in the financial reporting standard. So there is some changes in, they have the own specific financial reporting standard applicable to them, or they have their accounting policies which differs from the regular industries. Now we are moving to the technical article auditing in specialized industry. The specialized industry like airline, banking and insurance, agriculture, oil extraction, the specific nature, they have their own financial reporting standard and a distinct accounting policies are applicable to this specialized industry. Audit considerations. Well, the auditor before starting or engaging in this specialized industry audit of the client, they should have the proper skills, abilities, capabilities, resources. They should know about the relevant industries, the accounting. They should have the experience in respect to the relevant regulations, reporting requirement, and they should have the sufficient skills and knowledge while auditing. The audit firms and competency. Well, the large organization or the big fours like KPMG, Deloitte, they have competency, they have good number of team size, resources specialized in different areas, and in regards to the specialized industry it will be helpful for them to carry out these audits of the firms engaged in the specialized industry. They should document the competency, whether they are meeting the competency requirement, they are ethical in accepting this audit engagement. Now for the medium, they have to meet the competency requirement, that is if they are not having this competency, required competency earlier, and if they are going to have this clients, then they have to meet the competency requirement by appointing or contracting the adequate skilled resources who are competing in this specialized industry audit. They should obtain skills and they should have the proper experts, and they should train their resources adequately so that they will be helpful for them to carry out this specialized industry audit. There should be proper skills enhancement, proper training should be provided, adequate resources, proper planning should be there, and they should also document this competency required in the audit of the specialized industry, that is the client engagement. Now it is difficult for the smaller organization, however it is possible for them, and they should have meet the competency requirement. They should consider especially the competency requirement. They can specialize on obtain the previous knowledge before accepting such engagement, because these are the special industries and the special knowledge is required for auditing. These specialized industry as are informed, they have the different accounting, specialized financial reporting applicable to them. They have the accounting policies which are distinct in nature, and they are being developed in order to meet these specialized transactions, balances, and for this a special competency is required. So it is possible for all the organizations to meet and to do the audit of the specialized industry. However, a proper specialization has to be obtained, which has to be later documented that they hold a competency in this. Moving with the audit planning. Well, before starting with the engagement or in the course of the engagement, how to obtain a good knowledge of the client business, engagement in the special industries, the special industries environment, nature, their products, services. They should meet the competency requirement. A proper guidance and assistance is available with the adequate trained skilled resources should be available, and this should be in your audit planning before starting the engagement. A proper risk of material misstatement should be identified, which are either generally or specific in the nature to the specialized industry. And a proper internal technical guidance or financial reporting standards should be available. So these are very important in the course of audit so that it will be proper in doing the audit efficiency, improving effectiveness of the audit. So the examining team states that audit consideration, a variety of the things has to be there, like we have studied here, competency requirement. So the examining team says that when accepting an audit engagement involving the special industries, the audit firm needs to have and pay a close attention to the competency of the audit firm. They should have a proper quality control for firms that performs the audit and reviews the financial statement, other assurances and related service engagement relating to the audit of the firm. They should meet the competency requirement in this engagement, and they should have the proper skills, capabilities, including the time and resources to do. They should have a proper skills, knowledge of the relevant industry, and have the experience with relevant regulatory and reporting requirement. And they should also have the ability to gain the necessary skills and knowledge effectively. Have the experience with the regulatory and reporting requirement. And suppose if they do not have, then they should have the ability to gain them the necessary skills and knowledge effectively. Then they are saying that the larger audit firm are likely to meet the competency requirement for almost any type of industry. They will either already possess the necessary skills and competency through having existing client in the particular industry. That is, they might have this larger firm might have the similar kind of clients with them engaged in the similar specialized industry, and that's why they are saying that they will already have the required skills, or they will bring the resources available to them in order to gain the expertise, and they provide the staff training to them. And the smaller firm may have to carefully consider their competency to take on an audit client in a specialized industry if they have not previously worked for an audit client in the same industry. So basically this I already explained you here, that these audit clients can be taken by even the larger firms, medium firms, smaller firms. The larger firms have the necessary skills, competency, because they might have the clients engaged in the similar industry. However, it is difficult for the medium and the smaller industry because they have to obtain before this engagement the skills, expert training, improving the skills, specialization, and they have to document this competency. So this the examiner is saying here. And the examining team also suggests that they have to obtain the adequate documentation to demonstrate that they have the competency requirement, and the steps that have been taken to improve the competency where necessary, for example through appropriate staff training. Here I already covered, see this point. Now moving with the audit planning. Like there should be a proper understanding of the knowledge of the business rules, regulations, the environment, competency requirement. A proper guidance, assistance should be available in auditing and in completing the auditing. So it will be available throughout, like from planning till the completion stage. A proper internal technical guidance over the financial reporting standards should be available. A proper risk of material mismanagement. So the examining team says that in audit planning, the identification of the risk of material misstatement is a specialized industry should be approached in the same way as in any other audit. That is, there should be proper planning and there should be identification of the risk of material misstatement. And this should be common, like they are done in the specialized industry and other audit by obtaining the understanding through their business environment, the products, quality, services which are being provided by offered by this specialized industry, assuming that the staff have the necessary competency and to assist the audit team members assigned to a specialized industry client, the audit firm is likely to have the additional resources available. That is, they should have the proper adequate resources before planning, before starting commencing with this specialized audit. And there may be briefing notes or internal technical guidance on how the financial reporting standards should be applied within the sector. So there will be guidance available, and this guidance can be either internal or through the technical guidance articles, so on, like we are reading this article written by the examining team. So there are internal technical guidance available and that should be applied within this sector. For example, in the audit of the banking sector, an audit firm may produce guidance on the specific application of IFRS standard relating to the range of financial reporting instrument typically held by banks. So these are the IFRS which are available, which are specific to the banks or the specialized industry. Like specialized industry, as we said, these are in your airline, banking and insurance, agriculture and oil extraction. So this will be available, which are specific IFRS requirement and coverage for the specific industry. Now it is also important to remember that while there may be specific areas of misstatement relating to the industry specific balances and transaction, there must be appropriate consideration of the normal balances and transaction. For example, in the audit of the bank, there will be plenty of risks to consider other than those relating to the bank specific transaction and balances. For example, as we do audit in a regular industry, like we have to do various vouching, verification and other audit procedures, like audit assertions we have to use. So these assertions and these procedures are similar in your specialized audit, and like we remove the risk in other areas like in the normal industry, so these risks are also applicable to the specialized industry. However, in the specialized industry there are specific risks relating to the specialized industry, so this has to be taken care of. So the examiner is saying that the risk can be a general risk, as we see, as we do in the audit of the regular industry, and there will be also the risk of the specialized industry in nature, and adequate care has to be taken by the auditors in a general risk as well as the risk applicable to the specialized industry. Now it is not possible for the auditor to have the proper expertise, so they can have a proper expertise. This expertise can be audit experienced person expertise, that is the external expert or the consultant or the management appointed consultants experts. And like we studied that there will be reliance on the expert work. However, the auditor has to obtain a professional skepticism and they have to look after the documentation, independence, knowledge and other areas. So this is also applicable in this case. So the examining team is saying that linked to the previous matter, competency, audit planning and the specialized nature of the sum transaction and balances, the auditor may also plan to use the auditor's expert to obtain audit evidence. So here a reliance and the obtain of the audit evidence through the auditor's expert is important. And this is important because the audit firm may not have the necessary skills, experience in some areas. Like for in bank, the specialized may brought into the value complex financial instrument. Right, so there are some complexity on which the experts required, and in this the auditor has to using the work of the other auditors expert. They have to evaluate the objectivity, the competency, the capabilities of the auditor's expert, and there should be a proper communication in respect of the scope objectives of their work, and they have to assess the auditor expert findings. And it is important to how the auditor evaluates the reliance and adequacy of the expert findings or conclusion. So auditor can even rely on the expert findings or conclusion. However, care should be taken by the auditor in this regard. That is, they have to express due diligence of the work, they have to check the documentation, they have to check the independence, objectivity, so many factors, and they have to be professionally skeptical, because it is ultimately the auditor's responsibility in the course of audit. Auditor can have the management or expert, auditor's expert in this complexity areas. However, the auditor is responsible in the course of audit, in audit opinion, which is there in your audit report. And there should not be over reliance on the expert work. There should be proper due diligence, a proper responsibility should be there on the auditor, audit team, audit partner over the expert. For instance, the auditor must consider whether the expert findings are consistent with the auditor's understanding of the client and with the conclusion of other audit procedures. Any inconsistency, if there, between the auditor's observation and the expert observation, then these observations are inconsistent with each other, and there should be proper investigation as to why this discrepancy, inconsistencies are there. So before reliance on the expert work, they have to obtain the audit evidence. They have to look after increasing the audit procedures, or if as a case may be, they have to look after the competency that they have, the expert have in performing this or similar kind of engagement. They have the experience in the expertise in the complex area. Evaluation of the expert work. Auditors should also look after their independence. They have to look after their objectivity, that is, they are true and fair view, they are unbiased. It should not affect the reliance on the audit of the financial statement by the end user. So there should be evaluation of their competency. They are capable, they are independent. Any work which are done by the expert being carried out should be reviewed. They should also check the scope, the objectives, because this is important in the course of the audit, and the auditor is responsible as informed earlier. And they should have assessed the findings, outcomes of the expert work. They should also apply the professional skepticism, and they should evaluate the relevance and adequacy of the expert findings or conclusion. And if their conclusions drawn by the expert deviates with the management, that is the auditor's management, then a proper investigation should be carried out in respect to this inconsistency as and why they arises. The examining team concludes here that the audit of a client is a specialized industry can pose some challenges in the audit firm. However, with proper consideration of the competency and by providing staff with the additional support and the guidance, this audit should not necessarily be more complex or challenging to plan and perform. So Yes, agree that these are complex areas because of the complexities in the nature of the business. They are different from the general audit client because they are the specialized industry. However, with the proper consideration and the competency, and also obtaining the expert work and proper resources, proper timing, and guidance available through the guidance articles, magazines, if any, and the complexity, they are the complex. However, if they plan accordingly, if the proper planning is there before the commencement, then they are capable and they can perform these challenging areas, and they can also use the work of the expert which provide high quality of audit evidence in these specialized situations. But the auditor must be carefully to evaluate the findings of the auditor's expert and not to over rely on their work. So, for audit staff, working on this type of engagement can be rewarding, providing exposure to sometimes is unusual businesses. And this is conclusion, and this ends with our article on the auditing in specialized industry, where we studied about what is specialized industry, then what are the consideration like competency requirement is there, a proper planning should be there, reliance on expert work. Also, we learnt about uh, the specialized industry. What are the specialized industry? These are the specialized industry. What are the specific requirement? They are have their own financial reporting standard, the distinct accounting policies. There are audit consideration, competencies, capabilities, resources, knowledge of relevant industry, and they should have the proper experience. Audit firm and competency. Audit can be performed by any organization, whether it can be larger or medium or smaller. Larger firms have the necessary competency as they have the similar kinds of clients in the specific industry, as and there should be proper documentation of the work, and they should also have the smaller and medium firm, if they are looking after this accepting the engagement, then they should meet the competency requirement before commencing accepting the appointment. They should have the proper skills, experience, a proper training programs, induction programs, a proper R&D, and proper continuous improvement in the skills, and work should be documented whether they are meeting the skills, and they are the self specialized. And here we see the audit planning includes the knowledge of the business environment, product services offered by this industry. They should have competency, assistance, resources, technical guidance over the financial reporting standard. Risk of material misstatement can be either general, which is like we see in the normal course of audit with the other general industries, and it can even be specific to the specialized industry nature of the business. And we also seen the reliance on expert work. The expert is a person who is a specialized person in the complex area, and the auditor can rely on the expert. However, a proper check on the evidence is obtained, competency requirement, whether they are competent. They have to look after the expertise, and they also have to evaluate the expert like objectivity. They have to check competency, capabilities, scope of the audit work. They have to find their and assess their findings. They have to evaluate the reliance on the relevance and adequacy of the expert finding or conclusion, professional skepticism. So this ends with the article. Signing off from here. Thank you so much. Thank you.